Warning: sensitive images.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nos programmes offrent plusieurs langues. Veuillez visiter suprememastertv.com/schedule.
Nuestros programas ofrecen varios idiomas. Visiten suprememastertv.com/schedule.
మా కార్యక్రమాలు అందజేస్తున్నాయి అనేక భాషలలో. దయచేసి చూడండి suprememastertv.com/schedule.
And after this book, many people told me that they became vegetarian. So it's really something.
Drive your plow over the bones of the dead. An extraordinary moral tale. Continue watching to find out more.
Vegan, standing tall above other humans.
If you stop by the beautiful island country of St. Lucia, the friendly locals would greet you with a friendly "Hey, Saidia." That's "Hello, how are you?" in the local St. Lucian Creole language. Noble viewers, I am Joanna. The benevolent local St. Lucian people wish your days are filled with heavenly bliss. Welcome to our program, Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead, an extraordinary moral tale.
My mamy pogląd na ten świat, ale zwierzęta mają poczucie tego świata. Rozumiesz? Olga Tokarczuk. Prowadź swój pług przez kości umarłych.
Born on January 29, 1962, in Sulechów, Poland, Olga Nywoja Tokarczuk is one of Poland's most successful and beloved novelists. She has won several international awards, including the Nika Award, Poland's top literary prize, firstly in 2008 for her novel Flight, and again in 2015 for the Books of Jacob. In 2005, Olga received the German-Polish International Bridge Prize for creating literary bridges connecting people, generations, and cultures. In 2018, she received the Man Booker International Prize for the English translation of Flight. For her narrative imagination that with encyclopedic passion represents the crossing of boundaries as a form of life, she was awarded the 2018 Nobel Prize in Literature. Particularly famous for her mythical tone of writing, Olga Tokarczuk trained as a clinical psychologist at the University of Warsaw. She considers herself a devotee of Swiss psychiatrist and psychoanalyst Carl Jung, whose psychology is an inspiration for her literary work. Olga is also an animal people's rights activist and a vegetarian. Olga Tokarczuk's 2009 novel, Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead, is written as a detective story while addressing issues regarding the treatment of animal people by humans. The title of the book is taken from a poem in William Blake's 1790 publication, The Marriage of Heaven and Hell. In Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead, the main character, Janina Duszajko, is devoted to William Blake and translates his poetry during the dark winter days. The heading of each chapter is a William Blake quotation, selected from his poems to emphasize the importance of being close to the natural world. Explaining the message of her book, Olga Tokarczuk said,
The deeper subject of this book, despite of this criminal plot, hunting and description of Polish province, is morality. So the most important questions posed in this book is how can we behave as a decent people facing the fact that the law is immoral? What does it mean to be a human? And for instance, what does it mean to be an animal?
Janina Duszajko is a retired schoolteacher living a quiet life on her own in Kotwina Kłodzka, Poland. She prefers the company of animal people to human people and uses astrology to inform her perceptions of the people she encounters. Olga writes in the first person, so the story is told through Janina's point of view as she becomes involved in various criminal investigations. In the beginning of the book, Janina is awakened by a neighbor who informs her that another one of her neighbors was found to have choked on the bone of a deer he illegally poached. After Janina's two dog people disappear, she becomes involved in the ensuing investigation when members of a local hunting club are found perished in increasingly strange circumstances. Deer people prints are found in the snow around a victim, and Janina realizes that the series of deaths in the area of Kłodzka are retribution for animal people being hunted for sport and for meat. Janina writes long letters to the local police department to give her views on the revenge of nature against the barbaric hunters. The plot is entertaining, witty, and thought-provoking. Although Janina suffers from chronic ailments and is considered eccentric, she demonstrates fortitude and logic, and she acts as the cornerstone of her local town. Janina's astrology studies have her convinced that it is possible to predict the precise moment of someone's death by knowing the exact time of their birth. She formulates her own theory regarding the defense mechanism of the human psyche, without which we would not be able to bear the suffering around us due to our high human intelligence. Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead also provides thought-provoking ideas on our perceptions of animal people's rights. It asks the reader, what does it mean to be a human or to be an animal person? And what distinctions can be made between the two? Why is it a sport to take the lives of people from the deer kingdom, yet murder to kill a human person? If animal people rights become the same as human rights, will animal people be charged with murder and humans charged for murdering animal people?
Vegan, 'cause you love your home here on Earth.
Kind-hearted viewers, let's take a moment to listen to the sounds of nature and pray for the well-being of our planet. We'll be right back here on Supreme Master Television. Welcome back to Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead, an extraordinary moral tale. In the book, the state of the world and the hierarchy of humans among their fellow animal people motivates our hero. An essential part of Janina's character is that, while she has an undefined chronic illness, she does not welcome self-pity, saying, "Sometimes I think only the sick are truly healthy." She gives her friends and neighbors nicknames according to their nature, such as Bigfoot, Oddball, Good News, Dizzy, and affectionately calls the local deer people her young ladies. Her dog people are her little girls, and the familiar fox people old friends. Janina also suffers from bouts of tears, indicative of how deeply affected she is by the state of the world. She writes as she listens to the sound of the rain falling. The rustle of grass growing, the ivy climbing up the walls, and the mushroom spore expanding underground. After the rain, when the sun breaks through the clouds for a while, everything takes on such depth that one's eyes are filled with tears. The book mentions that one can know a country by how it treats its animals. During an interview with Politica, author Olga Tokarczuk explained that in Paleolithic times, animal people and humans had a sisterly relationship, treating each other with respect and as equal entities, and celebrating each other's differences. But as time passed, humans started to treat animal people as tools and objects which were milked and eaten. Further demoralization and decline culminated in the modern slaughterhouse, which kills mechanically. Meanwhile, the Catholic Church assured worshippers that animal people were created for human consumption, And in universities, students were taught that animal people could not feel pain. The violence inflicted upon people from the animal kingdom has increased. This is mainly due to mass breeding for meat. The level of cruelty is unimaginable, and so it is carefully hidden. In an interview with the Nobel Prize, Olga Tokarczuk spoke about how the issue of sustainability appears in her work.
I can invent some ideas, and I can write down those ideas, and I can create a story which will move another people, like Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead. And after this book, many people told me that they became vegetarian. So it's really something.
Olga Tokarczuk's book raises the disturbing question, why would humans eat another creature? In the main character Janina Dushayko's words, this is some bug in the software of the world. In 2017, Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead was made into the film Spoor, which won the Alfred Bauer Prize at the 67th Berlin International Film Festival.
Bóg dał miejsce zwierzętom niżej. Taki jest porządek świata.
To co mam zrobić?
Przyszłam zgłosić morderstwo. Zamordowano młodego dzika.
Ale pani ma jazdę.
Drive Your Plow Over the Bones of the Dead was originally published in Polish in 2009. It was translated into English by Antonia Lloyd-Jones and published in 2018. The next year, it was shortlisted for the Man Booker International Prize. German literary critic and editor Andor Kron remarked,
Es ist ein fantastisches Buch. Es ist eine zutiefst pessimistische und melancholische Geschichte über Umweltschutz, die in den Schlesischen Bergen spielt, eingewoben in ein spannendes Leitmotiv.
American novelist, journalist, and Pulitzer Prize winner Annie Pu described this novel as
extraordinary. Tokarczuk's novel is funny, vivid, dangerous, and disturbing, and it raises some fierce questions about human behavior. My sincere admiration for her brilliant work.
We applaud the brilliant work of Olga Tokarczuk. May you be blessed with much success in God's eternal light as your publications continue to inspire readers worldwide to treat all beings with kindness and respect. For more information on Olga Tokarczuk and her books, please visit rcwlitagency.com/authors/Tokarczuk-Olga.
If we see it from the strength point of view, vegetarians are in no way weaker than non-vegetarians. All the Sikh gurus and Sikhs of their times were pure vegetarians. Sri Satguru Pratap Singh Ji, vegetarian.
Compassionate viewers, thank you for your devoted company today. Coming up next is Tiny Treasures of the Forest, the Philippine Tarsier people, here on Supreme Master Television. May joy, gratitude, and benevolence light up your days in the grace of the divine.
Our programs offer many languages. Please visit suprememastertv.com/schedule and suprememastertv.com/UL